Right, let's bow in. Shoulder knee. Right. はい。お願いします。Alright, and outside of the legs. And inside. Outside again. I didn't reach for the toes, just light stretches, movement. And then stretch the back. Other side. And then leaning back, same thing. Other side. Reach to the toes again. Legs wide. And the insides of the legs. Outside. Inside again. I reach towards the toes. The other side. And down the center. Right, and stretch the back. Other side. Down the center. Fight your feet together. I guess we're calling this butterfly. There's Cliff. Great. Just loosen them up first. Just some movement, very light. Warm generation. Right. Then down the center. Gradually. Don't overdo it. Right, and then let's push on the knee. Open up the side. Twist. Other side. Push down on the leg. Open up your rib cage. Right, let's loosen the ankles. Other way. And alternate. And the toes. Stretch them. Other way. And lengthen them. And widen them. Foot and massage. Right, and pounding. Let's shake it. Other leg. Loosen the ankle. Other way. Alternate. And stretch the toes. Other way. And widen them, stretch them out. Light massage. You've got an okay there with you, Cliff. Cat or a dog or something, it looks like. Alright, and pounding on the sole of your foot. You shake it out. Alright, on your stomach. And like a cobra. Nice. To the side. Other side. And alternate. Right, and child's pose. And then downward dog. Then one foot up. Switch to the other foot. Right. And then, what are we calling this? Salamander. Really drop the hips when you do this one. And switch to the other side. All right. And then the feet together, squatting, kind of like frog pose. And up. Loosen the knees. Other way. And alternate. Squatting. Toes. Right. Again. Toes again. Now toes out and knees out. Up and touch toes. And again. Up again. Legs wide. Bending one knee. Other side. I drop the shoulder. Get a great twisted stretch in your lower back and your shoulder blade. Other knee or other shoulder. Drop the other shoulder rather. Now alternate them. And all the way down. Pull this other toe towards you, or at least towards the ceiling. Even further if you can. Other side now. Again. And again. Right. Then just even your weight on the center now. And one shoulder. Drop the other. And alternate. And then let's drop the hips even more. Really stretch these adductors, the inside of the thigh. Drop the hips as low as they'll go. Nice. Okay, scoop up the air. Push it up. Again. And circle with the head to loosen the neck. Other way. And side to side. And also side to side like saying no. Okay, and then the hands, let's put them this way. Up above our head, straight over our head. Step forward and shift the weight to that forward foot. And twist to the outside. Stretch to the outside, rather. Keep those hands reaching up. Other leg. Step forward, shift the weight forward, and then stretch to the outside. And up. Again, switch. I'll give you the front view this time. And once again. Nice. Okay, and then a little bit for the wrists that never have people twisting them anymore these days. We don't have partners to do Nikyo on us anymore. We got to do it ourselves. Aishi and such, all these different things. And this one. The other hand. And this one. Other side. And lastly, this one. And the other side. And switch again. And switch again. Right. Right, and right now. Again. Last one. Okay, then the rowing exercise. And left foot forward, of course. And then back foot, just a reminder, 65 degrees with the back foot. Be careful that you don't hide your back foot behind your front foot. Again, we're all high level here. It's a small class today, all high level. So, but even us high level people, it's very easy to hide this back foot behind the front foot. But remember, we should have a line in between those heels. Okay? And yeah, always interesting to have Zoom and notice these little things that we don't get to see often. And the other thing then is about 4 lengths of our foot. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's probably more than what you're used to. And if we're lucky, you know, we get a lot of training with masters, people really high level. And so maybe that master is 70, 80 more years old, and maybe they're, you know, 7th dan, 8th dan, 9th dan, and they can accomplish a lot with this really narrow stance. But for us, good to take it back to the basics and try this classic guideline here. So here we go. So, and sorry, one more thing. This foot in the back being 65 degrees puts our upper body at about 45 degrees. Okay, and we've been studying things like, you know, making that back foot straight and seeing how it influences the body to Shoman body. Dropping it to put it into 65, which puts the body into 45, Hammi body. And last week, I believe that we did some irimi body, almost 90 degrees, right? The foot certainly 90 degrees. Anyway, so we'll do a rowing exercise. Keep the shoulders down, away from the knees. Back foot 65-ish degrees. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. All right, right foot forward, back foot 65. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, check in your camera, make sure you can see all of your back foot. Shoulders away from the ears. And body's at about 45 degrees. 65 with the foot, 45 with the body. This is the center line now, not here. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. Expand. Arms out, and then let the arms drop. 2 more times. Expand. Last one. Right. All right. So, always kind of sad to not see more people, but always kind of exciting at the same time. That I got a small group. So let's get our bokken. Start right off with bokken. I'm going to start right off with irimi. All right. So coming into irimi, as we discussed, maybe the last couple of classes, but anyway, I've said numerous times since we've been on Zoom that when we enter for irimi, this back shoulder needs to really pull back, and the body's at almost 90 degrees, and this back foot changes to 90 degrees. And then we go into tenkan or whatever we're going to do. So let's do exactly that as tenkan. And I'll show it the first time. So if we have the right foot forward in hammi, so 65-ish degrees, and hammi, so that means this is the center line. But then I come in with this back foot and tenkan with kesa. Okay, so I let the attack go past me and cut kesa at the same time. Leave the feet there, and then kiriage. So I can really go into detail today too, I guess. Again, even though we're advanced, there are certain things that are so helpful to slow down and look at. So for example, a pivot, leaving the feet where they are but turning. For years and years and years, I just left my feet there and turned myself, and then you end up with your legs twisted like this. All right. And then I noticed that I actually do sometimes move them along the surface of the floor. So I'm not twisted at the end as much. But when I made a conscious effort under Numata Sensei's guidance, when I made a conscious effort to figure out how to let my feet move along the surface of the floor, things go much better. So from Hammi, if we move the back heel first, pick it up, move it over, and then the ball of this foot, the ball of this other foot, and then the back heel, the new back heel. That way you keep this center line between the feet. And let me explain it better. And the big benefit here, why bother? Well, first of all, stability. If we end up with our feet like this, it's not as stable. Everybody can see that. But anyway, so there's stability, but also when we just grind our feet into the surface, sometimes it helps us develop knee problems and back problems. But if we let them glide along the surface, then we can keep our backs and knees from so much strain. So here, back heel comes up and over that center line. Front foot goes over the center line. This other foot, the ball of the foot comes up over the center line. Back foot down onto the other side of the line. Or again, going back here, 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 and here. Really save us a lot. Of course, it takes time to do this deliberately, step 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we practice this over and over, you can practice it in your kitchen or whatever, then it'll become more and more natural. You'll just glide right through it, right? I'll give you a side view for what it's worth. Probably already good to go, but side view can't hurt. Here, the back one, the front one, then the new front, and the new back. Now my feet are still on either side of that line. The back one, the heel of the back one always begins with that. Easy to remember that way. And there. Okay, so the last part of the C pattern, we called it C pattern for months. That last part of the C pattern, we'll want to use our feet in that way. And tatami is the best surface for this, darn it. But anyway, I kind of stick to this floor a little bit, and I think one of you guys has carpeting or something. So anyway, do what you can. So the right foot forward once again. We imagine shomen coming. We step in, turning the back foot 90 degrees, and tenkan with kesagiri. Leave the feet there, but let them glide along the surface to turn and maintain that center line between the feet. And you've got kiriage. Let's start with the left now. Left foot forward. Step and tenkan. Then let the feet glide and kiriage. Right foot forward again. Step. Kesa. Kiriage. Left foot. Continue. Very nice. Both looking good. Okay, let's switch already to shoto. If you've got shoto. For me, anyway, the shoto makes it even easier to imagine the shomen attack coming towards me. So, for example, if my right foot is forward, I meet the showman with my sword, step in and turn the body. Again, open the chest, turn the body. Then as you do Tenkan, you cut Keisa. Leave the feet there, let them glide along the surface, and Kiriage. Left foot forward, meet the showman, let it glide past your body. Tenkan, Keisagiri, Kiriage. Right side, right foot forward again. Left foot forward. Continue. Switch to gallery view here. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, beautiful, Cliff. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's take note of one more thing. This is really subtle. So again, it's exciting for me when I get, it's all exciting, but having only black belts in the class allows me to think more of the subtleties and advanced things. So anyway, for example, with my right foot forward, holding shoto in the right hand, as I come forward to take the step with the left, it's easy to leave the chest just as it is, right? But again, we want to enter and we want to avoid this attack, don't we? So let's really exaggerate this back shoulder as we enter. Yes, 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 yes. So we reach up to meet it, and the tendency when we reach up to meet that attack is this, of course. That's the tendency. Neither of you are doing that. That's an exaggeration, but that is where our mind wants to go. So to be able to train your mind to reach out with the sword and yet pull this back all at the same time is quite an exercise. So again, we'll meet it and immediately pull the shoulder back, then tenkan and cut, and then kiriage. Or for the other side, and I'll give you a side view soon too. We reach it, but at the same time, pull this back. Reach, back, and cut, and kiriage. I'll give you the side view as well, in case that's helpful. So here. So that the body's at 90 degrees. Back foot 90 degrees. Into tenkan, and we cut. Or from the other side, also side angle. Here. Okay. Irimi body. Mata Sensei calls it. We reach up, we meet it, we come in here. Now here's our partner's back, hopefully. A lot of times people end up in here, but their partner's still out here. But if we get this shoulder out of the way and really take this nice step, we've got a good chance of being able to see our partner's back right in front of us, not see the back of his arm. If he's standing out here, we see the back of his arm and his face. And of course, martially, this other hand, right? So we want to go way in. And to get way in, the shoulder is going to block us if we don't get it out of the way. So here. And then cut and kiriage. And I give you the view from this side too. Right foot forward, right hand holding the shoto. Come in, let it go past us. And cut. I shouldn't have let my hand just dangle there. Okay. Step, enter, cut, and cut. Okay, let's continue it a little bit, let our bodies really get used to it. Just to beat it, go past it, cut, cut. Nice tunnels, nice cliff. Yes, 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 yes. Very nice, Thomas. Yeah, nice cliff. Yes, wow. Really nice cliff. That had that real whip effect at the end there as well. Uh-huh. And Cliff, I'm not sure if it's just the camera angle, but check yourself to make sure, let's see, let me give it to you from this angle, I think. No, give it to you from this angle. Make sure, just check on your own, make sure that your cut is actually complete, okay? Don't stop it here-ish. We're pointing towards our would-be attacker's knee level, okay? And that way, when you come up for kiriage, that upward cut, it is indeed upward. So again, I'm not sure if it was the camera angle, but it looked almost as if you're stopping about here and then doing this. So it's almost horizontal line that you're drawing, but you want to go down the valley, up the hill, so to speak. So check on your own, police yourself. Nice, wow, wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. That's good. Yeah. Okay, let's switch to the Jo. We'll switch to the Jo. And the Jo represents our partner. Specifically, the Jo represents our partner's arm. Okay? So, but it's the same thing. We need to get past this Jo. We don't want to disrupt it, try to push it out here. As we go past, if we push this out here, I don't know if you've ever trained with kind of uke that when you push their arm away, they punch you with the other hand. So anyway, we just want to leave it on its path, coming on its path. And what we can control is us. So I can't control my uke, but I can control me. So here. Again, to get out of its way, I need to pull this back shoulder back, make my body 90 degrees. At the same time, though, I can reach up. Just like when I had the shoto, I reached up. So this arm is coming at me, and I reach up with this arm, the back of my forearm. And as I step through and move my shoulder, I can cut down and then cut up. Now at the end, if you're anything like me, the first time that I did this one, I cut up and I thought it was wrong because this Jo was on the outside of my arm. I've been doing Nage many years. So I know, like, you know, you're supposed to throw the person like that. Indeed, if their neck, if this is representing their neck, then I need to do this. But remember, this is representing their arm. And here's their head. Here's their head and neck. So like that. Okay, so don't get too preoccupied with our props. These are just props. Okay, and it's not like, you know, some Jo technique of spinning the Jo around or anything, right? It's just reaching up and cutting down as we move. So one more time, a little bit talkative today. One more time, we reach up, step past the Jo, cut it down as you come by, and then up. Other side, left foot forward. The shoulder is coming at you. You step to meet it, and step past the Jo. Cut down, and kiriage. Step past it, cut down, kiriage. Down, kiriage. Let me make sure that I've communicated clearly. Again, with a couple of black belts, black belts with many years, not just Shodan, hesitate to micromanage too much. But anyway, for now, let's not take a hold of the Jo with this hand. Let's just leave it as a blade so that we can really connect it to the movement we were doing before. So reach up, keep it open, it cuts, and then kiriage, keep it open. Okay? Later on, because Cliff, I think I see you grabbing it. It's okay. Later we can do that, but I just want to make sure that I've transmitted that information properly at first. The hand is open, step past, cut down, and then kiriage. Very nice, very nice. Looking good, everybody. Arm comes up, mirror reach, cut, kiriage. Verbal explanation could use some improvement. I reach, I cut kesagiri, then I cut kiriage. Really nice, you guys. Reach, cut, and cut. Reach, kesa, and kiriage. Reach, kesa, kiriage. Okay, I've never done this next thing with students. Let's see if it makes sense to do it or not. It's kind of a lot, but I found it helpful when I was first doing these movements. You can get your shoto, hold your shoto and your Jo like this. Okay, so now this is Uke's arm, and this is Uke's neck and head. Okay, again, it may or may not be helpful. It might just complicate things, and I'm gonna hold them like this. Okay, so this, again, the shoto is the arm, the top of the Jo is the neck and the head. And I'm gonna start with my right foot forward. So I reach out to meet the shoto. I go past the whole person. I cut kesagiri. They go down to the mat. They pop back up again, don't they? And then kiriage. Then what we did last week, which is my plan for today, is that we're going to get the towel eventually. At the end of this kiriage, some ukes, if you really, really sent this up here with a lot of momentum, some ukes, their feet come right up and they fall. But others don't. They're still standing there, right? Again, this is their head, this is their arm. So then, like we did last week, you can shift the weight even more forward into that kiriage, and then shift it back, and that will usually bring them back to here. Okay, so here's the arm behind your arm, sticking out here. But here's their neck and head, and then you've got your throw. Okay, now I gotta switch the whole thing. Left foot forward, and they come towards me. I reach out, I cut, kesa that is, and then cut kiriage. Okay, and maybe they're still there, maybe they're not. If you want, since we got just a couple black belts, no beginners, you can, at the end of this kiriage, you can bend that front knee more, and then shift back and bend the back knee, if you like, to bring them back into your armpit. Let's just try a couple more this way. You might like to have a side view, come to think of it. So I'll give you a side view. The right foot is forward. I meet it. I turn my body, just like we've been discussing. Here, cut down. Or with the other hand, right foot forward. Oh, sorry, left foot forward. Step in past, cut down, and cut up, and shift back. And I'll give you the other view as well. Right foot forward, step through, cut down, kiriage, and shift back. Or left foot forward, step past, cut down, kiriage, and shift back. I have mixed feelings on using this shoto and jo all at the same time. It's a bit much, but I found it helpful when I first started researching this. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts at the end of the class. Okay, and then Thomas, when you begin this, you want the shoto, or the arm, pointing at you. It looked to me like maybe you had the shoto pointing out. I'm not positive, but it looked like you had this, but you actually need it to go to the other side, towards your own head, right? That's their arm, and it's coming at your head. So if I'm not mistaken, it was going out there, but you need it to come here. There it is, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, Thomas, yeah. Nice, Cliff. Yes, beautiful, Cliff. Yeah, really nice, you guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, Cliff. Yeah, you got it, Thomas. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then, Thomas, you can remind yourself about the cuts too. So, so now you can refresh your memory. You can bring back that cutting that you were doing before, because now your cutting kind of disappeared or got to be less. So remember, as you step in, then we cut kesa. And that really disrupts his whole body. If you cut enough, their head goes all the way down, don't they? Sometimes they fall down onto the mat. Then they get their feet back up under them and they come back up. So don't be afraid to cut at the beginning. I'll show you the other side as well. Cut kesagiri at the beginning. So here. Okay, you can still initial kesagiri. Yeah, that'll make it interesting. Nice, Cliff. There it is. Yeah, Cliff. So different from months ago. Really a lot of progress, Cliff. Yes, nice, Thomas. Yes. There it is, Thomas. Yeah. Yeah. That one was the one. Wow, Cliff. Nice. Thomas, I think what's happening is that sometimes, like this last one, looks like maybe you, let's see, what is it? Now I'm confused here. It's just your footwork isn't consistent. So the ones that feel a little weird, yeah, like that one. that was weird, isn't it? I think what's happening, Thomas, well, show me one more time and I'll watch closely. Because this side, there we go. Yeah, this one's going to be the good one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think what was happening, Thomas, was that you were just going directly into this side instead of taking this step to get past it. I think that's what was happening. So you've got it sometimes, but other times it's going weird. Yeah, really nice, you guys. There it is, Thomas. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's put the shoto down now. And let's try it one more time with just the jo. So again, right foot forward means the right hand is free. This person is coming. I meet it. Step. I do tenkan and cut kesa, then cut kiriage. Remember now, this is representing their arm. So since this is representing their arm, it's going to be behind your arm because here's their neck and head. So don't do what I did months ago and let your brain get frazzled because you feel like you missed uke. You just missed the arm, that's all. Here, cut, kiss, kiriage. Very nice, Cliff. Yeah. Nice, Thomas. Oh, no, not nice, Thomas. Uh-huh. Yeah. There. Yes. Yes. And then cutting up. Right? Nope. Almost, almost. So again, Thomas, it comes here. I let it go past me. And then this is all leading into Tenkan. Tenkan with a cut, with a kesa cut. Then leave the feet there and cut kiriage. Again, I'll try to take smaller steps so that I stay in frame better. So now, the right foot is forward, left foot is forward, left hand is free. I meet it and go past it, taking a step with the other leg. Yes, 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 yes. Then Tenkan and cutting down kesa. Leave the feet, cut up kiriage. Yes. I see what one problem is. So I've just cut kesagiri. Now I leave the feet there, and still this cutting blade, it cuts from the bottom of kesagiri up to kiriage. Yes, yes. Then they come. That brings their body right to here. I'll show you from a side view. So right foot forward, right hand free. I step with the left. Okay. Step with the left and go past the jo. While I go into Tenkan, I cut kesagiri. There's their head now. Then they scramble to get their feet back under them. While they do that, I leave the feet, I cut kesa. I cut kiriage. There it is. Yes. And if you really push from the hips, you'll really impact your uke. To move, you'll really give them even more momentum. Here. Cut. Yes, Thomas. Yes. Leave the feet. Yeah, there it is. Yes, 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 exactly, Thomas. Nice, Cliff. Yes, Thomas. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, let's get the towel. Okay, and we want to keep this hand with the towel aligned with our center as much as possible, because as you know now, we want to study the sway of this towel to see what happens to uke's feet and their body as we shift our weight or move. Anyway, so if we just do this and move our arm, that's cheating. Okay, so if we keep it at our center and move our body, then we can really get some effect. The three of us have been training long enough that we know when we're training with somebody stronger than us, this doesn't do much, but this we've got a better chance. So anyway, so now right foot is forward, right hand is free, left hand is holding the towel. So once we start moving, where there would be contact with another human, that will be represented by the towel and the left hand. And we'll figure, depending on what your style is, you might want to think of this towel as their neck or their shoulder, their far shoulder. Okay, depends on your style. Some styles really grab a hold of the neck. Others grab a hold of the far shoulder. Anyway, so Shomen is coming. We meet it with the right hand. We step past it. So now, just because we don't have props coming here, don't let your body be lazy and leave this shoulder out to get chopped off by an imaginary sword. Still pull it back as you enter. Okay? We reach out, pull the back shoulder back. Now we reach to the neck or the shoulder with this left hand. We cut kesa, we cut kiriage, and we shift, we bend with our knees. And we see that towel come right around, don't we? Yeah, okay, Thomas. Trying to think which angle is best. So, so Thomas, I've just finished kesagiri. And then I'm going to do this kiriage, aren't I? Which we always do. I leave the feet here. I do kiriage. And if that's all I do, then the towel does what you just saw, right? Here and kiriage. But if I do kiriage into a more extreme knee bend and combined with this turn and followed by an extreme knee bend of the back knee, it'll bring the towel all the way around. Like so. Okay, I've finished my kesagiri. And then, did you see? The towel came over here so that he would be thrown that way. Yes, yes. And if you, another thing to watch is that this hand, I'll do it again, and I'll keep this hand, I'll grab a hold of my dogi so that you can guarantee that my hand isn't doing it. My hand isn't just making the towel fly around. So I've finished my kesagiri and got, it's the rowing exercise. Yeah. So watch my knees. And watch my knees again. This is kesa. Watch my knees. Okay, now I'm going to give it to you the side view. Maybe this side. Let's see. Yes. Okay, I finished my kesagiri. And then watch my knees. I do kiriage. Bah! Okay, so this with bending. Yes, nice. Yeah, and so that will make your towel come right around to the outside of your leg. And that's where we throw people, don't we? But a lot of people think that to get this person over here, so you can throw them, you've got to yank on their neck, or you've got to find that pressure point in their neck that causes pain, or this or that. No, you just need to be big, move big. Okay, so I'll show a few more. Maybe the side view is helpful. Okay, let it go past. Kesa, kiriage, and shift. Or left foot forward. Step past it. Kiriage. 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 Yeah, step past it. Kesagiri, kiriage. Yeah. Yes. Here. And meet it. Step past it. Kesagiri, kiriage. Ooh. Excuse me. Very nice. Well, guys, we're already over time. We better put these towels aside. And let's just sit and breathe for a moment. Really nice class, really fun. All right. Right. Okay. Drop the shoulders, stretch the neck upwards. Let's bow out. Shomen knee. Right. arigatou gozaimashita. はい、feel free to unmute yourselves. All right, Thomas, I can hear you. It looks like, Thomas, you're in a different different space, aren't you?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of space, a lot of yeah. You've got a long area there. It looks like it's a nice area to work, to train.
Yeah.
So great, great. And Cliff, you did you change your area or just change the lens, the camera? I see.
It used to be.
Oh, okay.
It used to be pointing 90 degrees in a different direction, and then I moved it around because what I wanted was the sun behind the camera, because it was doing all kinds of weird stuff the way it was. The lighting was weird, and so the lighting's better.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, because I was able to see you every time that I wanted to check in and see what you were up to. It was never a problem. I could see you really, really clearly every time.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Before it would go dark
Great.
to light to dark to light.
Right. Yeah, new COVID lifestyle, huh? All these things that we have to learn during this era. Anyway. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay. I don't want to get into a political discussion, but whatever side you're on, I think that there's tension in the air, isn't there, here in the U.S.? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Disturbing,
So,
actually. It's somewhat disturbing what's going on. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I hope that you guys are both safe, healthy.
Yes.
Everything is okay in your worlds. Good, good. My phone is suddenly exploding. I don't know whether that's, yeah, okay, none of it. I thought maybe some of it was saying like who the new president is, but no, it's telling me I have to move my car.
Not yet.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Messages about moving my car is much better than everything else.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. An announcement. I think I told you last time about this event with Thomas Kristaller Sensei and Kimberly Richardson Sensei and myself. That has been pushed back. We could have kind of tried to wing it. It wasn't looking. It was looking like it was going to be kind of not as organized as we would like. So we don't have an exact date, but it'll probably be sometime in maybe February or so. And it should be really, really exciting. Kimberly Sensei is going to put out the word to her whole circle, and she thinks that that will be a better time, and et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, as you guys know, everything changes daily or at least weekly. So, you know, I don't foresee that I'll be going to Bonn, Germany in February, but so I'll probably be on Zoom. Maybe I'll be here in my living room, or maybe I'll be in a dojo or a park. And we don't know about Bonn. So, but Germany, I think German dojos have closed again, right, Thomas?
Yeah, at least for this month. So
Yeah.
it may change again. We don't know yet. I mean,
yeah,
nobody can tell at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, so it'll happen later, probably February. I have to get confirmation with them about the date that I'm looking at for February. So yeah, that's the only announcement, I think. So any announcements from you guys? Any events that I should know about? No? Okay. Oh, and if you do still have a minute or two, I'm curious to know how that felt with the Jo and the Shoto. It's a lot of work to hold it. Was it interesting, or like just too much trouble, or?
I thought it was interesting, and it was kind of difficult to figure out how to use my hands to hold the thing. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how much extra value it added. Maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to play with it to see how much extra value it adds. So I
Yeah.
don't really know right now.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Thomas, any thoughts?
I found it. Yeah, I found it interesting. Also, a little bit difficult to how to do it, but yeah, it's also I appreciate the creativity you have in teaching us here in this under these conditions. So
Sure.
yeah, I find it
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
You know, a lot of this stuff,
Yeah.
I have to be honest, a lot of this stuff, I can't take the credit, the creativity points. A lot of it is Numata Sensei. So he did that first, you know, and it was really very funny because it was a group of us on Zoom, all of us black belts. I think the lowest black belt was Sandan. And it was it was at the beginning of the pandemic, you know. And so he did this and then this, and here's the Joe back here. And all of us black belts, like it was as if our brain just went like, you know, we were like, ah, and everybody stopped. And then he looked at the screen and he saw all these black belts like that, you know. And he said, well, guys, this is the arm. This is the arm. Don't you see it? And then he got the shoto and he's like, well, here's their head and here's the arm. And so it's okay. And we all went like, oh, anyway, yeah. The towel is mine though. So boy, oh boy. But it's really exciting to see you guys progressing and to think back, you know, especially Cliff, you've been on my Zoom classes for a long time. So it's really wonderful to compare your first time on my Zoom and now. And then Thomas, it's really great to see your progress as well, even though you haven't been doing them as long as Cliff. Really nice. So anyway, we're like way over time. So I better go move my car.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, you guys. Stay safe,
Thank you.
stay healthy.